Happy Devil's Tuesday. This is the Woo Report. The Woo Report. Morning Woo edition. Coming to you live from the bunker in an undisclosed location in the Primetime Radio Studios. We survived the storms last night. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Today's title, episode 357, Junkyard Dog, NHL Awards Snubs, and Bowers. Just remember, tomorrow, June 28th, we'll be at Pasta Grill by Enzo's, 1916 Route 57 in beautiful Hackettstown, New Jersey, in the heart of Warren County, doing a podcast, having some drafts for our draft day party. Devils don't have a draft pick yet, but come on down tomorrow at Pasta Grill by Enzo's in beautiful Hackettstown, New Jersey. But hello, Harris. Says that Giants helmet making me nauseous, though. Who's your favorite team? Harris, let me know. Supernova, any Tornadoes touchdown? Not sure. But yeah. Yep. All right. So I got a lot of beef. From last night. I was thinking to go on air at 10:30 p.m., but I was like, I'm going to sleep on it. See how I feel in the morning. And I realized I still have that beef. Jack Hughes, Lindy Ruff, Nico Hischier at the NHL Awards ceremony last night in Nashville. I thought it was okay. Normally these award ceremonies that the NHL puts out is kind of I thought the presentation was okay. It wasn't bad. Didn't really have some flow to it, but that's fine from a production standpoint. But the voters. Let's talk about the voters here. All right. Before we get into the big three that, we all know that got snubbed, you've got the Connor McDavid winning the Hart Trophy, where if, the NHL put out the voting results, and you've got pretty much everybody in first place for Connor McDavid, and then there was one voter that put him at fifth place. So it was kind of like almost a Derek Jeter thing with the Baseball Hall of Fame, where there was just this one voter that didn't vote him in to go in the Baseball Hall of Fame. But Connor McDavid got pretty much every vote except for one, and that one voter did fifth place. Now that voter, it's voted up, I believe, with the Professional Hockey Writers Association that conducts these votes, and I want to commend that person for thinking outside the box for that fifth place vote, because, to me, MVP is the most valuable player, and most valuable player to me is not necessarily the highest scorer on the team. And I would like to know the reasoning who that voter is, because, I just don't like unanimous votes. That's just me. It just seems like it was just like, it's obviously Connor McDavid. I don't want to be that lone wolf that doesn't, because my colleagues all voted for Connor McDavid. I don't want to look like the idiot. But I want to know who that person is, because I just want to commend you on your, thinking outside the box here. Max thinks is most likely a salty Bruins reporter. Interesting. But getting to Jack Hughes and the Lady Bing, I believe Jack Hughes was second. And Kopitar Anze Kopitar from the LA Kings won it for the second time. And it's like, all right. And he's not even there for whatever reason. I'm sure it's a good reason. But, number one, I just never liked video messages. But whatever. So that happened. Then the Selke, and again, I believe it went to Bergeron, if I'm not mistaken. And again, another video message, but for good reason, because he's expecting a baby soon. But again, professional writer, Hockey Writers Association, get used to it, Devils fans. Generally speaking, nobody likes New Jersey. New Jersey has this, unfounded stigma that people just don't like Jersey. Remember when the Devils were winning cups years ago under the Scott Stevens regime? And, again, the media just simply didn't like New Jersey. When the Devils were winning, they called it boring hockey. They couldn't get themselves to accept that the Devils are a great team back in those days. And then also, I don't know. I just think anything the Professional Hockey Writers Association, whenever they vote on these things, and even the Broadcasters Association as well, which I think they did another award. I believe they did the Coach of the Year award. I always take it with a grain of salt. Maybe it's because of me. It's nothing personal against them. But, again, it's I don't know. Am I bitter for all three getting snubbed? Like, Jim Montgomery winning the Coach of the Year, when I saw, the voting results, this was Bruce Cassidy's team. Which, by the way, he won the cup with the Golden Knights. And the Bruins were going to be good anyway. Yes, he took it to a whole new level, but what Lindy Ruff did with the New Jersey, that was like a night and day improvement. So, again, voters, everything is subjective, and I shouldn't be that critical, but it just seems like every single time any New Jersey Devil is in the mix, the voters are just like, meh, nah, meh. And you know what would be great for a spirit of transparency, rather than see, although some of it was mostly unanimous, but I would like to see who voted what. And have that, spreadsheet out. XYZ reporter voted, blah, 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 blah. Supernova, he fell number 2. But most of the first-place votes went to Jim Montgomery. And I thought his speech was very good. Because, to his credit, Jim Montgomery, his speech addressing his his battle with, alcoholism and all that, and the people he thanked. I thought that was a very good speech that he put up there. I also thought, the Connor McDavid speech, the Hart Trophy was very good. And, but yes. And also I think the Masterson Trophy speech was very, very good as well. Anyway, Jack Hughes, you see that interview with Bissonnette calling himself a junkyard dog, that picture with him missing a tooth? Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Junkyard dog. I love it. I just love Hughesisms. That's what I'm going to call them now. Hughesisms, because it seems like Jack Hughes has a different language or different dialect when he speaks. Which makes him, Jack Hughes. All right, and also a trade yesterday. Reilly Walsh with the pipeline full of talented defensemen. Reilly Walsh traded to the Boston Bruins for Shane Bowers. Shane Bowers, a late 2017 pick. I believe he plays center. Again, never really got his career going, but he will get a chance to hit the reset button with the New Jersey Devils. A good defensive player. I'm not sure about the offensive upside, but you know what? It had to be done. Reilly Walsh heading to the Boston Bruins. Yeah, and also Supernova was asking in the YouTube Live about Taylor Hall being traded to the Chicago Blackhawks. I will say this. That's Taylor Hall. The Devils almost handed him a long-term contract on a silver platter. They wine and dine him, but you know what, Taylor Hall, for whatever reason, it's either wasn't sure, hesitant, or he simply overestimated himself. And right now he's going to be that journeyman going around the league. But we wish Taylor Hall the best. And the Devils are forever grateful for his trade value when they traded him to the Arizona Coyotes, which has now resulted in Dawson Mercer, Kevin Ball, Jonas Siegenthaler, and I believe is Seamus Casey also part of that deal, because they had to flip a pick in that trade for the Vanacek. Anyway, I'm going off a tangent. I should probably do more research before I go on air on this beautiful Tuesday morning. So I'll be setting up at Enzo's tonight. I could have another Woo report later tonight, depending upon how fast I can set up the equipment. But tomorrow, we'll be at Posture Grill by Enzo's in beautiful Hackettstown, New Jersey for our draft party. I hope to see you guys there. Have a pizza, have the wings, have the bolognese where we go undefeated. Harrison says Hackettstown is too far, otherwise I'd go. It's never too far. Hackettstown's never too far. It's in the heart of Warren County. It's a beautiful drive. But we'll see. But if you can't make it, you can always tune in to this fine programming called the Let's Go Devils podcast, as we got the Hockey on Tap guys there. And Supernova says, I wish I lived in Panther Valley. Yeah, Panther Valley, if those that don't know, is a gated community out in Warren County. And, yes, the smell of M&Ms, says Felix. Yes, the smell of M&Ms, who are also the Mars Company, sponsors the New Jersey Devils as well. Very good point. Very good point. Harris says, 2.5 hours for me. Can you mail me some wings? DoorDash. Harris, DoorDash. You can try that. Maybe they'll deliver. Yes, gated community indeed. So I hope you guys all come out to Warren County. And people ask us, well, why do you do it out there instead of here or whatever? We go everywhere. But this has been an annual tradition here on the Let's Go Devils podcast, to be doing it at Pasta Grill by Enzo's, one of our early friends of the podcast. And also George Washington one time stayed at Enzo's back 200-something years ago before it was called Enzo's. And Shorts Guy's going to get the tour of where they used to hold the Redcoats in jail in the basement of what's now called Pasta Grill by Enzo's. Steve Engel says, come to Monmouth County. Yeah, but where? But where? But anyway. So, if you can't make it, tune in. We'll be live, talking about the draft, watching it together. But anyway. All right, I want to thank all those tuning in to this podcast, driving the podcast in about 20 minutes for your second half of your morning commute and your afternoon commute. Be careful out there. The storms yesterday was it was a ruckus here in New Jersey. Luckily, the power didn't go out, where I couldn't watch the Devils get snubbed in the award ceremony. Trying to lure me down past the Dixon line. Oh, we've been past the Dixon line before. We were in Tampa, Florida one time, and Cocoa Beach as well. There's no such thing as Central Jersey. By the way, Steve Engel, it's called Taylor Ham. There you go. It's called Taylor Ham. It's always been called Taylor Ham. Pay homage to John Taylor, the inventor of Taylor Ham. If you don't believe me, if you think it's called pork roll, then you better call that Zamboni a four-wheel drive ice scraper, because you need to pay homage to the inventor. It is definitely Taylor Ham, causing controversy right now. Till next time, this is the Woo Report. Let's go Devils.